Last video, we broke manifestation down into simple, logical steps. But manifestation is bigger than logic alone. Science sees it one way, religion explains it in another, and spirituality gives it yet another dimension. Today, I'll show you how all three are actually pointing to the same truth. Let's begin with science. Your brain receives millions of bits of information every second, but you can only consciously process a tiny fraction. To avoid overload, your brain uses the reticular activating system. It's a filter that decides what's important. For example, you buy a new car and suddenly you see that same car everywhere. It was always there, but now your brain highlights it. So when you set an intention, your brain tells your RAS to look for opportunities, people, and information related to it. Neuroscience shows that thoughts affect your emotions, and emotions affect your behavior. If you focus on lack, your brain looks for proof of lack, and you act in ways that sabotage wealth. If you focus on abundance, your brain finds possibilities, and you act in ways that attract resources. This isn't magic, it's psychology plus consistent behavior. At a quantum level, everything is made of energy vibrating at different frequencies. Thoughts are electrical signals in the brain, measurable energy. Emotions also produce measurable electromagnetic fields. When you hold a thought and emotion strongly, you are literally broadcasting energy. While science doesn't fully prove the universe sends it back, it does prove that your energy affects how people perceive and respond to you, which changes your reality. Manifestation works through this loop. Thought, emotion, action, result reinforces thought. Think, I can succeed. Now you feel motivated and take action. And then you succeed a little. Brain now believes more. That cycle builds momentum and shifts your reality. So these are science proves, RAS, filters reality based on focus. Neuroplasticity prove thoughts rewire your brain and habits. Quantum physics prove thoughts and emotions are energy. Psychology prove beliefs affect behavior, which shapes outcomes. Now let's get into religion perspective. Religions don't use the modern word manifestation, but they teach principles that align with it. Let's go through a few. In Christianity, it says, ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find. Faith and prayer, focusing your mind and heart on what you want, trusting it will come. Gratitude and belief are central, just like in manifestation. Islam teaches dua and tawakkul. You ask clearly, you trust it's possible, and you take action. Very similar to setting intention plus aligning action plus trusting the process. Hinduism deeply rooted in the idea that thoughts create reality. The concept of karma, which means your actions and intentions return to you. Mantras and visualization are spiritual tools that resemble affirmations and manifestation practices. Buddhism teaches that your mind shapes your world. What you think, you become. Visualization, like in Tibetan Buddhism, is a powerful practice. Monks imagine themselves embodying qualities they want to manifest. Judaism's strong emphasis on prayer and intentional speech, the power of the tongue. Kabbalah goes deeper. It teaches that the spiritual world influences the physical, and aligning with divine energy allows things to manifest. In general, every religion has three key manifestation ingredients: intention, prayer, ask clearly; faith, trust, believe before seeing; action, alignment, live in a way that matches what you asked for. Now let's shift to the spiritual lens. Spiritual wisdom teaches us this. Everything is energy, including your thoughts and emotions. The universe is like a mirror reflecting your inner state back to you. That's why you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So if you desire a new reality, you must first become the version of yourself who lives it. And how do you become? By aligning your energy, your thoughts, your feelings and your actions with what you seek. So what do we see when we put it all together? Science shows your brain and energy shape your reality. Religion shows the same process in prayer and faith. Spirituality shows the universal principle, as within, so without. Different languages, same truth. What you hold inside becomes what you live outside. Manifestation is not magic, it is alignment. When your thoughts, emotions, faith, and actions unite, reality has no choice but to rearrange.